Hello y'all, welcome. My name is Lauren and today I'm going to be going through my stationery favorites of 2025. Hooray! So first up, I'm going to go through actually previous purchases, so things that I purchased prior to 2025, then I'm going to go into things that I've purchased in 2025, and then some misses from this year that didn't quite work out for me, and then chatting a little bit about spending and my goals for next year. So yeah, stick around or hop around if any of that sounds interesting to you. Okay, so first up is this Superior Labor Leather Utility Tote, I think it's called. I purchased this at the tail end of 2024, and one of my goals for 2025 was to have this on my favorites list again, and I'm so happy to say that I definitely have used it nearly every single day. It's absolutely incredible. I love it so much, and it looks pretty brand new still, which is awesome. But yeah, I'll open it up real quick and we can look at it. Ta-da! So I did do like a little bit of, I guess you could call it like customization. I added this TSL tiger patch. I did accidentally leave a gigantic hole over here. There we go. I think a couple of friends said it could be like a secret pen pouch, you know, tons of secrets can go in there. I don't even know how that happened, to be honest. Yeah, I guess I just missed that gigantic spot, but that is a-okay. I added this little charm to the zipper, a very cute little heart from Catbird, and then a couple of little pins. This is from a hotel we stayed at in Brooklyn. These two, where are they from? I got these at least like 10 years ago. I think the brand is something really cute. I'll put it up on the screen if I can remember it, but otherwise, yeah, it's just a little cute pencil shaving situation, very adorable. And I did agonize over permanently punching a little hole into this, but I was like, you know what? Let's just go for it. It'll be okay. And flipping that up, this has all of my fountain pens. It actually, spoiler alert, but I have since too many fountain pens now. The agony that they all actually can't fit in here anymore, which is exciting and a little sad, a little scary, I guess. But ideally, I mean, at the beginning of 2025, this fit every single fountain pen that I owned when they were all inked up, so that was really nice to have all of them with me at all times. Oh yeah, and this little thing that I moved right at the beginning is a watercolor palette. This is from Amaru X Cute Things from Japan, does it say? Yeah. And it's an art toolkit folio palette, so this is the bigger size. Ta-da! And it has Daniel Smith watercolors in it. Again, also use this nearly every single day. It's a great palette, great size. I love it. Little clip on here, and then over here on the left, it just has like a lot of other supplies. Let's see what's a cool one. Washi tape holder. I was gonna say glue. Nope, this is not glue. This is a brush marker. This is glue. There we go. I have a refresh my pencil case with me video that I go into detail with everything that I use. It pretty much stays the same, to be honest. The refreshing is mostly just like sharpening pencils and adding more washi tape and things like that. I should probably add some more watercolors, but anyway, there's a deep dive on this pencil case if you want to check that out. But I'm really glad that it's still a favorite. I love it. It rarely leaves the home, to be honest. It's mostly an at-home pencil case, but even then, it travels around with me everywhere. And on that note, ta-da! My other favorite purchase from the tail end of 2024 is this TSL mini tote, I think it's called. This is black canvas with black leather, and it's got like a little pocket, and then a little pocket back here. And yeah, this again also doesn't leave my home. This fits my pencil case perfectly, and then my Hobonichi, ta-da! And I just carry this from room to room. I realize it sounds kind of silly, but honestly, it's just nice, you know? Sometimes you gotta carry a lot of things, you gotta carry a lot of journals, and it's nice to have something that can do that. So this is definitely another favorite that's remaining that I will continue to use in my home. Yay! This guy also was a previous purchase, but kind of recently became a favorite at the tail end of 2025. Oh my god, I keep on wanting to say 2026. Not yet. So I wasn't really using this one too much. Oh yeah, and this is a Hobonichi A6 pouch. What are they called? I'll put the name up of the product. But I realized I really wasn't using it, and then I just thought, what if I used it, I guess? And then I started using it like crazy. So I really love it. It holds the Hobonichi, of course. And then I have like a ton of stickers in here. Got a pencil board. I still feel robbed that they didn't give us matching pencil boards this year for the Kyohei Sakaguchi covers because they're so beautiful. Hopefully in the spring we'll get some, maybe. Fingers crossed. Pencil board, stickers. I was really proud of these ones. It's me and my husband. More stickers. These are the Hobonichi ones from this year. Oh, you can like barely see them. You'll just have to trust me. That's what they are. And then the Tools and Toys stickers. And then the Suki no Airo stickers from this year. I've used a couple of them already. They're really nice. I like them a lot. A random notepad. Sticker release paper, and then even more stickers. Nice. So yeah, really pleased with how this system is working. I definitely use it a lot, and it's nice to have something that's a little bit more contained. The stickers used to be shoved into the back of the Hobonichi, but there's just too many of them now. So that's why the pouch really came in handy. Next up, we'll go into some pens, and these do have some purchases from this year, but just pretend like you can't see them. It'll be all good. So first up, this is like the first, I don't know, how can I describe it? The first non-fountain pen related item I purchased in 2025. Oh my god, I did it again, just kidding. It was purchased in 2024. There we go. I will get it together. And I really love it. I got it for ink swatching at first, but I use it for everything. Oh, did I say what it was? Don't think so. Anyway, this is the Kakimori Brass Nib with the Sakura wood holder. The holder is a little bit long, and so we'll have another option that you may see over here that we'll get to in a second. But that's the only thing. It kind of like, it just feels a little awkward sometimes because of the length, but the nib itself is beautiful. It's really nice, it's really soft, you have incredible line variation with it. Absolutely love it. Next up we have the Sailor Fude de Mannen fountain pen. I am obsessed with this guy. It's in like nearly all of my videos, I bet. So it is an angled nib, you have insane line variation with it, and it's perfect in every way. If I'm just going to take one pen with me for whatever reason, which never happens, this would be the pen that I take. It's so good. And I think it was like, I want to say the second or third fountain pen I ever purchased. There was an artist in one of the Yoseka, like what's in my pencil case videos, and she had one of these, and it was like a light bulb went off. I thought, oh my god, that is exactly what I want. The different colors are different angles of the nib, so definitely look, Yoseka lists all of them, but I would definitely recommend trying it out in person and yeah, going with the size that feels best to you. And in that pen right now is the lovely Mukuri from Kakimori. Ta-da! So this is a pigment ink. It's kind of, depends on the light, honestly. Sometimes it's a little bit more purple, sometimes it's a little bit more brown, but it is by far my favorite ink. And to prove it, here's my ink log from last year. Mukuri, 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 Mukuri. Mukuri, yeah, that's Mukuri. Mukuri, so that's 6 out of 30, which sounds like a low number, but that is out of like all of my fountain pens, so it is quite high. And then I think the last half of the year I made a real effort to not use Mukuri and maybe use some of my other pigment inks, so I think like a Meteorite is really good, and then I had this purple that I mixed that I really liked as a nice line ink. And then I think this one is Soil Brown, probably. So I tried to mix it up in the last half of the year, but beginning of this year and the beginning of last year, I just wanted to use Mukuri because it's perfect in every way. Okay, so I think that'll do it for previous purchases. Again, purchased in 2024 and enjoyed all throughout, 2024 and 2025. And if I said the wrong years, then let's just pretend I didn't. Okay, I think we'll stick with the fountain pens real quick. We'll go through those and then go through some other accessories. So first fave purchase of 2025, there we go, we got it, is the glass nib from Kakimori with the mini holder. Ta-da! This is a much more comfortable grip, more comfortable length. I think they're the same width, honestly, but the height, I don't know, you wouldn't think that the height makes a difference, but it is much more comfortable to draw with. So if you had to pick one between the They're like original holders and the mini ones. I would go with the mini ones personally. As far as the nibs go, I would get both of them for sure. I use them for different things. In my experience, the glass one is a lot thinner. You could get a lot more thinner, more thinner. There we go. But really nice thin lines with the glass nib that the brass nib just doesn't quite get that thin. And you can also do some thicker lines with the glass nib as well. Again, not as thick as the brass nib, but they kind of, you know, have like a nice overlap with each other, I would say. This one goes thinner and then this one goes thicker. I have also just accidentally like knocked this on the side of my glass little like water cleaner. Things happen. I try to be careful, but I'm just not a careful person. And it survived. It's beautiful. It's pristine. There's like no chips in it. You can see some staining. Let's see. Yeah, I do scrub the heck out of this, but because I primarily use it with pigment ink, I think you can definitely see some like color staining in there. But don't worry, Kakimori also makes a nice little horsehair brush that's specifically intended to clean these and will more than likely be an upcoming purchase of 2026. But yeah, this nib is great. 9 million out of 10, definitely recommend it. And then next up, my favorite fountain pen purchase of 2025 is the Traveler's Company Brass Fountain Pen. So this is my daily driver for writing, specifically in my Hobonichi. It's the best. I believe this is a fine nib. Yes. And I think you can change the nib with other Schmidt nibs, I want to say. I'm not really sure about that though. But regardless, this nib is great. I love it. I love using it. And the reason I finally bought it, well, not finally, the reason I decided to buy it was, I'm not sure if it was new in 2025, but new to me in 2025, Kaweco came out with a mini foldable converter. Ta-da! So this little piston guy folds out. And so that's why it's able to fit in the brass, what do you call that? Where the other half of the pen goes. But it's really great. I am definitely like a converter person. I don't really use cartridges, even though it does sound kind of nice just refilling a cartridge with your ink, but you know, maybe I'll get there one day. But regardless, this has worked really, really well for me. I love it. And it's super cute. It is like a little bit heavy, I want to say. It's got some like heft to it. We'll say that. Is heft a weird word to use? Probably. But it's like, yeah, I guess when I first picked it up, I was like, ooh, this is like a pen, you know? So it feels really nice. It's like really substantial. There we go. I like that word better than heft. It's really substantial, feels really nice, and it has a great writing experience. And yeah, pretty much use this every day since I bought it in the spring of like 2025, and we'll continue to use it every day. Okay, now we'll get into some of the accessories from 2025. First up is this little ghosty stamp from Green Flash. Oh my god, I am obsessed with this little guy. It's so cute. Great ink and also really slim profile, and that more than anything else is why it's on the favorites list. I have a lot of Midori stamps. These are great for sure, but they're so much thicker. And yeah, I don't really toss this in my pencil case, but I definitely could if I wanted to, whereas this one, it would be like a real, you know, a real burden to put this in my pencil case. So yeah, had to shout out this little guy. It's amazing. And I mean, we can't not stamp it, right? So this is another favorite of 2025, Yamamoto Soliste. It's so good. I bought a lot of loose leaf sheets, and then I even bought this, yeah, like little memo size from Yoseka, because I was like, I could just cut down the loose leaf sheets, but then this is already cut down and bind it all nicely together. I mean, come on. Of course I needed it. And there we go. So satisfying. Look at him. He's so excited. And I use him year round, don't even worry. He is just way too cute to be relegated just to October. Next up we have washi tape. I love washi tape. Far and away, probably like the highest single category that I purchased this year. It'll probably be the highest category again in 2026. I love washi tape. I use it all the time. I mean, I would hope I use it all the time. I love using it. I love finding new washi tape accessories. I love everything about it. So let's get into some of my favorites. So first up, last time I looked, I believe this was sold out, but hopefully you could find it in stores or they're going to restock it. So it is the Muji Perforated. Yeah, Muji? Yeah, not Midori. The Muji Perforated masking tape. So this has little perforations that you could kind of see. There we go. Ta-da! And it is so convenient when you like just need a little bit of washi tape. It sticks great. And also Michael in the margins pointed out that it's perfect for like tip-ins because you can just like fold it and then only take off like 2 and then have a perfect like folding situation, which I realize sounds kind of vague. So let's look at a journal spread that has that exact format. Here we go. So this little crispy guy business card. Oh my God, why was that so hard to remember? So this has 3 of those little perforations and I just used the fold on it instead of actually ripping it off. And that was a genius idea, so thanks, Michael. Then next up we have these little, what are they called? I think they're called Tiny Helpers from Furukawa paper. They are so cute. I'm so obsessed with them. So just these little stationery girlies, carrying around some pencils. It's super cute. I love it. And the white is really nice because it does blend in pretty seamlessly with a lot of papers and notebooks. Okay, now we get into more brands that I love and still artists that I love as well. But those 2 are the only 2 like single brands. Okay, anyway. So next up is MT washi tape. MT is by far the stickiest washi tape, which definitely comes in handy sometimes. Other times it could be like a little frustrating, but more often than not, I use MT when I want it to like really stick, which, you know, washi tape is sticky, but like I said, MT is a little bit stickier than others. Some other brands you could probably like peel off like days or weeks after you put it down, but MT like really gets in there, which again is nice sometimes. But these 2 are my favorites of this year. I have a lot of others. Let's see, where's the end? So we got these little clouds, ta-da. And I actually got this one in McNally's bookshop in bookstore, or McNally Jackson, I think is the full name. I got this one there in Brooklyn, and it's the only place I've seen this one. Like sometimes you kind of see their designs a lot of places. They're a very popular brand. A lot of people carry them. I also haven't looked, so I'm sure you could find this one. But that is the only place I've seen this one, and I grabbed it. Next up, we have these frames. These are so cool. I love using them. I thought I wouldn't use them that much, but honestly, I use the heck out of them. They're perfect for little titles, little headings, things like that. And you can kind of see, but the texture is like a paper texture, even more so than typical washi. And so you could use fountain pens right on top of this. No problem. And it's perfect. And on that note, quick interlude from all of the washi, we have the Shachi-iro pen. I believe this was created by Shachihata in collaboration with MT. So this is just a pen, or brush pen, but this is intended specifically to make them so that you can use fountain pens on top of them. And it actually works. So this is definitely another favorite of 2025. I've used this one a lot. I still carry around like a brush tip marker with me, but you know, sometimes you want to use your fountain pens on washi tape, and yeah, this makes it possible. Hooray! Okay, so those are all the MT tapes and accessories. Next up, we have the Washi Station. I am obsessed with the Washi Station. They feature a ton of different artists. It's a great place to find new artists. They have so many fun styles. They release like themed collections a couple of times a year, which is so much fun because you could get a bunch of washi that all has like the same theme and, you know, mix and match and make everything super cute and coordinated. I believe they're coming out with like an Arctic animals collection in the beginning of this year, so I'm definitely going to snatch some of those up and keeping an eye out for that. They're just the best. So I love them all, but I just grabbed 3 of my like, you know, S tier favorites. The first up, this one is from Riley's Desk, and it's really cute stationery washi. One of their collections this year was like stationery, and this one is adorable if we can focus one day. Yay, we did it. Yeah, so this one is so cute. I absolutely love it. Next up, we have Sophie McPike. I think this one is called Running Through the Forest. I have like all of hers as well. Ugh, so good. Such great patterns and texture and colors. My God. Amazing. I feel like I have to ration out my use of this one, but then again, I'm like, maybe I should just get another roll. We'll see. Last but not least is this little Inchworm tape. Oh my God. From Lianne Pflug, I think is her last name. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but Inchworm washi from Lianne. This one is so cute. She's super, super talented. I have most of her washi tapes as well. And I mean, just look at that little guy inching along. Perfect. Yeah, so I guess this was like the year of thin washi because I have this one and then the cloud one. But they're so good. What am I supposed to do? So definitely check out the Washi Station. They are the best. best place to find new artists, new like stationery artists that do a lot of stationery releases and items, and yeah, just other cool projects as well. Okay, that was all the favorites from this year. We'll just slowly slide these guys away. Now we're going to talk about stationery misses, and it's not like, you know, they're bad products, they were just misses for me personally. So first off, we have the Shachi-iro Dip Pen by Sailor. And this is a system where you could switch out the nibs. Ta-da! And so really, I might get more nibs for this guy, but really, it's not really high on my list. I don't even know why I said that, actually. I probably will not get more nibs because I have the brass and the glass, the two best nibs in the business. Anyway, but this is the brush nib, designed specifically for use with fountain pen ink. And I think, I don't know, I just go way too hard. I like pigment ink. I think I just like completely destroyed this nib. I don't know if you could see, it's pretty frayed, not doing the best. And to be honest, I really didn't see like a huge difference between this and like a regular paintbrush. I think it's a cool product. I think my main gripe, honestly, is that the nib just like kind of sucks all the ink up. It felt like really high, honestly. It felt like, you know, when I would put this in water to get the ink out, it like lingered in there way, way longer than with just like a regular brush. And they do not come pink, they come like clear/white. This one is just pink because again, I use pigment ink, and yeah, it really dyed the heck out of it. That being said, I do think I will use it. I don't know, maybe not as it was intended, but I do think the fraying kind of gives it a quality that could be interesting sometimes, like, ta-da, these flames. So I did use it to paint on these flames, and you could kind of see like up there, like I didn't really try to make the bristles stick together, and they didn't, so it got like this cool kind of texture. So I do think I will use it, but more as like a texture brush rather than a brush that, you know, is precise. And again, I think that's just because I went a little too hard with it. I think if you're using it with swatching and especially using it with water-based inks, you probably will be just fine. Next up is this memo roll from, actually I'm not sure the brand, but the artist is Yumi Kiragishi, of course. And I think my main gripe, as you can see, is that I like some of the designs more than others, and it's kind of, you know, it's kind of hard to get to some of the designs. And yeah, and so I like feel bad about that for some reason, like just wasting them to get to the ones that I want, so I stick them on here, but then I don't use it. So again, just like a very personal kind of hang up, I guess, that I have about using this specific product. I just don't use it. I don't reach for it nearly as much as I reach for the oodles of washi tape that I have. But I do know that this like product in general is becoming more popular, like memo rolls. I've seen them pop up a bunch of different places with a lot of artists. So I don't know, maybe I'll give it another try. Maybe I just need like less variation in designs. I don't know. I do think it's a fun idea, but yeah, again, I just don't really use it. And then last up, yes, that's right, we only have 3 things in this category, which I'm really proud of, honestly. I liked the vast majority of things that I purchased this year, which of course we should all aim to do. So yay. But this is the Coco Fusen Tess, I guess, by Can Mito. And again, this is like another one that I just didn't end up using the way that I thought it would. I still think it's like a neat product, but you know, maybe I'll give it another spin sometime. But this is really nice because if you've ever tried to stick washi tape to like sticker release paper, it just doesn't quite stick. It's too, I don't know, it like usually curls up for whatever reason, but this tab thing, you can stick down washi tape and then you can also peel it back up, which is really nice. Again, I guess, you know, I have a hang up about like wasting tape to get to like the design I want or the part of washi that I want. As you can see, these are both Riley's desk washi illustrations, and I just feel like I can't even slightly waste any part of those tapes, so I stuck them on here and they've remained here for several months. And I did have this in my Travelers. I actually punched a hole in the clear zip case. I think I've covered it up. I don't think you could really see it anymore. Yeah, but anyway, I used to have a hole punched here. Well, I mean, the hole is still there. And this would like hang down in it. And it actually worked fine, to be honest. I think, yeah, maybe it was like indenting a little bit. I don't know. I think it just got too bulky and I just got annoyed, maybe. Then I took it out and yeah, it's just, I actually had a hard time finding this. It's just remained in a drawer ever since then. But but who knows? Still very cute, still does what it said it would do, which is just hold little scraps of stickers and stuff. And I think it's really for sticky notes, mainly, which yeah, it also holds great. So again, all of these are good products. I just didn't use them the way that I thought I would use them. All right, now we get to chat about spending. Woohoo! So I love watching like favorites, haul videos, but no one says the information that I want to know, which is what do you do for work? How much money do you make? And how much money are you spending on stationery? And I wish I could be the change I wanted to see in the world, but I will not be sharing a lot of that information, but I will share how much I spent in 2025 on stationery, which is $2,200. Does anyone else have a problem like saying numbers? What is wrong with me? Anyway, $2,235.64. Hooray! Well, I guess not hooray. Should we cheer? I don't know. So I'll put a screenshot of my budget up here with like the budgeting app that I use. It's actually not, it's a note-taking app. I don't know why I said budgeting app, but I have this little spreadsheet in Notion. And I think my budget was $2,000 just for stationery, which I mean, I'm pretty happy with. It's not that bad in terms of my budget. I know some people might think that's like a crazy amount. Some people might have spent more. Some people might have spent a lot less. For me, I am happy with it. I'm not like, yay, I love spending money, but I'm happy that I bought stuff, as you saw, that I really love, that I've used throughout the year and only regretted like a couple of things. And also, I'm not in credit card debt. There's no other like financial commitments that I didn't make because I was spending money on stationery, so I am all good. And I think I have overconsumed overconsumption videos, to be honest. You know, there's so many thoughts, there's so many videos, maybe too many videos, but I really do feel good and comfortable about it, which I think is the whole point of and talking about how much people buy. You know, I want people to feel comfortable. I don't want people to feel like they have to buy things or they're missing out by not buying things. And for sure, those are serious conversations that we definitely have, and I'm glad that this community has them. It did, however, inspire my very first and still favorite Substack article, which I'll link down below, but it's over here. So anyway, check that out if you want a little bit of a cheekier perspective on overconsumption. And then I'll just run down these other numbers really quick. So actually total was $2,848.26. And I think my budget for the year was something like $2,500. So it's pretty close. Again, it was over, which is not great, but it wasn't like, you know, double or even like 20% over. I think it was like 12% over. Anyway, you'll know because the screenshot's right there. And what does everything include, you may ask? It includes stationery, clothes, video games, books, and makeup. And I know some people probably have like a separate category for clothes because it's not, you know, it's like a little bit more necessary than stationery. Sometimes you like really need a jacket, stuff like that. But for me, for this year, I kind of knew there was nothing that I like, you know, I had a lot of good stable pieces, but I still just kind of really underestimated how much I would want to buy new clothes. So I think in 2026, I'm just going to make this $500 and yeah, feel good about that. Games, $11.99. Honestly, really, really happy with that. Luckily, my library has a ton of Nintendo Switch games, so that's what I did for the majority of the year. I just got video games through my library. It worked great, but understandably, the checkout time for video games is really, really short. It's like max a week, which I think is even shorter than like new release books. And that's just not a lot of time to play a video game if, you know, you have a full-time job and have to make your own food. I'm sure if I was, you know, 12 or 13, I could finish a video game in a week, but yeah, these days I need more time. So I think I will keep this at like $100 and just buy games just because, you know, I don't want my library card to get revoked because I check out games for too long or anything like that. Books, I really don't buy. Actually, I go through phases. I would say some years I've bought a lot of books. This year, as you can see, I really didn't buy too many at all. I normally only buy books I've already read, which is possibly weirder than having like a huge TBR of physical books that I own, but yeah, I'm happy with that. And then makeup, I got really into makeup over COVID, and then the one palette that I wanted this year, a friend actually gifted me. Hooray! This is the, oh my god, this is actually the Swamp of Sorrows palette from Necromancy Cosmetica, and I'm actually just realizing, I think my friend got me the Romance palette, also by Necromancy Cosmetica. They look exactly the same. They're like little faux books. They're so cute. I love them. So yeah, felt it was really important to show you that. And then spending for next year. In 2025, I really wanted to pay for shipping. Not like wanted to, but I really did not want to keep adding stuff to my cart to meet free shipping minimums and things like that. And I didn't. I'm really proud of that. I have not done the math as to see if it like would have worked out or whatever, but I'm just proud that I bought what I wanted and didn't worry about, you know, free shipping minimums or anything like that. This year, I really want to put a pause on online shopping altogether and only shop in person, which is an extra challenge because I don't really live near a whole lot of stationery shops, but I really think it would be fun to try and just see how that works out. I'm not gonna go on a no buy because I know myself and I know if I like tell myself that I'm not gonna buy anything until I see it in person, then I would just like make lists and like hawkishly wait till I have the opportunity to go somewhere. So I think I just want it to happen organically. And like if I do see something online that I know is gonna sell out, that I know I can't get in person, I'll just be okay with buying it. I'm definitely gonna get whatever special edition, special release Travelers has this year. I'm definitely gonna get a Hobonichi at the tail end of 2026. And then besides that, I really want a plotter. And that's something that hopefully I will be able to get in person specifically. I think I want to wait and hopefully see them at like a trade show or a stationery fest or something like that and be able to look at a lot of them and buy it in person. And other than that, I already did purchase my hopefully largest, or not hopefully, but most likely largest purchase of 2026, and it is the Sailor 1911 Standard. You saw a sneak peek of this pen earlier, but it is perfection. Oh my god, I got this to celebrate making $100 on YouTube, and I am so glad I got it. It's amazing. I use it every single day. I went into a deep dive reviewing my thoughts on this pen if you want to hear more about that, but this was a $220 pen, and yeah, the most expensive pen I own. Probably the only new pen purchase of this year. I don't know, I say that, but there are two pens that I think would be great to try. One is like a vintage flex nib pen that I don't think are actually that expensive. And then the second would be, I don't know, we'll see. I think May posted a while back that she got an architect grind on one of her sailors, and that looked like a really cool, fun grind. So if I could try that one in person, then maybe I'll wishlist that one for like 2027 or something, but we'll see. All right, so we've got everything crammed back into frame, and I think that'll do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what your favorites of 2025 were, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!